Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now this is another episode of League Discussion. This is the series that I take a topic, rip it apart with my own opinions and experiences and encourage you guys to join in the conversation in the comments section below. Now today's topic is a topic that I have covered a few times on the channel, but it's always good to come back to these topics and update them because with time comes more experiences, comes more knowledge, and I can always add to the topic. That is anxiety, specifically ranked anxiety. It's also a topic that people have wanted me to kind of cover again, especially with that's newish season 6. A lot of people are wanting to play ranked, but they do have some form of anxiety holding them back. So this episode is going to be mainly talking about my story. A lot of people will be like, Huzz treats ranked as normals, and while that is true now, it wasn't a couple years ago. So I thought I'd just go over my story, tell you how I got over it, and maybe it'll help a couple people. You know, if a few thousand people watch this video, but a couple of you managed to get over league anxiety or ranked anxiety, then to me it's a successful video. So let's begin. So yes, I did have ranked anxiety back in Season 1 and 2. I was level 30 back then, but I played very little ranked because I was scared to go into ranked. I didn't want to put my rating on the line. I didn't want to kind of have that bad feeling, and it's in your stomach. I always find that, you know, it's like butterflies in the stomach. It's like, oh, I don't want to lose my rating or whatever it may be. It's just a bad feeling. So how did I get over it? So Season 3 came along, and I stopped playing World of Warcraft. As many of you guys know, that was my main game. And then League suddenly became my main game. And in Season 1 and Season 2, I only really played normal games. That's probably another reason why I was so nervous about not going into ranked. But because I stopped playing World of Warcraft, I was like, right, League is now my main game. I want to take this game more seriously. Because it's my only game that I'm really playing now, I need to start playing ranked. But I can't because I have anxiety. So what I did was have a good think. A good thinks always help you with these type of topics. It was a good think of, why am I actually anxious? What is actually holding me back? Okay, so there's the feelings of my rating. The rating was the biggest one. It's like, oh, that shiny badge that everybody around you sees and judges you for. That is the big one. What happens if that doesn't matter? What happens if I don't care about what rating I am? What happens if I just care about being a good player? Maybe the rating will come in time. Okay, so let's check that off. That's my mindset going forward. I just care about being a good player. I do not care what rank I am. Second point was, what happens if I do bad and I'm actually then affecting other people's ratings? Made me realize that's how life is. You know, if you're in a job, if you're in anything in life, you do affect other people. So, you know, this is still a video game, so if I'm affecting someone else's ranking just because I'm in a bad game, it's not the end of the world. You know, stuff I do on a daily basis affects people way more than their solo queue rating if I'm having a bad game. So I checked that off the list. I was like, okay, that's another thing out the way. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm going to play bad. I'm going to let people down, but then also other people are going to let me down, and I can't get angry about that either. You can get salty about it, but not angry. And then there were a couple other things, you know, a couple small other things, but it was mainly those two. It was mainly the shiny badge, what rating I'm going to be, and letting other people down and feeling anxious about that. But then I also looked into normal games, so I've been playing thousands of normal games. If you look on my main account, which is called Dig Huzzy on EU West, you'll see it's got, I think, around total 3,000 normal games played, maybe more. And majority of those was in Season 1 and Season 2. So I looked at normal games and I was like, okay, what is a normal game in essence? It's basically ranked without a shiny badge that people take less seriously. Okay, so as a casual player, that's completely fine, but now I'm moving more into League of Legends becoming my main game, so why don't I just go into ranked? So if you literally just have the mentality of ranked is literally a normal game, but people take it more seriously and then you actually get a rating for something. Instead of doing, you know, I was there, you know, you have 50-minute, an hour-long normal game, and you got nothing for that normal game apart from the experience. You know, that's why I say when you first hit level 30, you shouldn't rush into ranked. You need to get that experience. Don't rush into ranked straight away. But I already had the experience enough when I was ready to play ranked, and I was still playing normal games. And I was like, so all these normal games that I'm playing aren't really doing anything for me now, because I will say, as somebody that's played the game now since Season 1 for 6 years, there is a peak, really, of how useful normal games are. You don't learn a lot from normal games, apart from, mechanics and new champions. As a veteran player, I won't go into a normal game and learn stuff anymore, because it just doesn't do anything for me. People don't take the normal game seriously enough. You can't judge your skill rating from normal games. So that's kind of when I transitioned into, okay, I'm going to take rank seriously. It's not that big of a deal. Let's go. And that's when I started taking rank seriously. My first season of taking rank seriously, I got Diamond 1. The anxiety went away. And another big thing is forcing yourself to play. Humans are creatures of habit. I think I've said this in the past, but we're creatures of habit that if we get used to something, we like, sticking to that. We don't like, nudging or, changing our daily routine. So if you're nervous about ranked and you're very much used to normal games, for you to get used to ranked games, you have to focus on playing ranked games. You've got to force yourself to play ranked games. And within a couple of weeks, you'll get completely used to it. Think of it as a brand new exercise or workout routine or a diet. The first couple of weeks still make you feel bad. They make you feel like hell. But once your body is used to it and your mind is used to it, it's like riding a bike. If you can ride a bike, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my story with anxiety. Other YouTubers have covered the topic in a little bit more detail, going into the scientific facts. I don't think you need to go into the scientific stuff about ranked anxiety in League of Legends. It's as simple as get used to playing ranked, force yourself to play it, make sure you have enough experience when you're going in the game. But the main one is just make sure you're having fun. If you're going into ranked and you're not having fun, ranked probably isn't for you yet. But maybe it will be one day, and that's completely fine. You do not need to rush into it. But what I'll say, I just wanted to share my story of ranked anxiety, because a lot of people will look at me going, oh, this Diamond player, he doesn't have the same feeling I have. I used to, but I got over it, and so can you. So in the comment section below, again, in these type of videos, I encourage you guys to discuss, different things. So if you have a story about anxiety, especially ranked anxiety, feel free to share your story. Hopefully I'll have a happy ending and you can tell people how you got over it, and hopefully that will help other people. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. More gameplay to come soon. I just need time to actually record it. So thank you very much for watching and listening. So like the video if you like it. It really does help the channel out. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.